So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create an online logbook using Google Forms. So you'll need a Google account. And the first thing to do is to go into Google Drive, as you can see here, and create a folder, calling it whatever you want, like your local cave mine leader logbook. The next step then is to download a copy of the logbook, which you can do from a link that's hopefully available here. So just pop that in the address bar. And then if you right click on the two folders, and what you're going to need to do is make a copy of them. So when you do this, it'll make a copy or put a copy of these files in your Google Drive. You can close that down then. And then if you have a look in your Google Drive, you'll see the two documents are there, and then it's just a matter of moving them into the folder that you created earlier. Okay, the next step then is to have a look at the form. So this is your form now, so you can change this as you see fit. So if you just open it up by double clicking it, pop your name in the front there on the title. If you do the same in the file name at the top there. So you can add or remove questions if you want. So you can see I've just removed one there, and then if you're happy with all of these, you can stick with them, or you can change them if you want, whatever you want. One of the things that you can do as well, if you wanted, was to add a file upload. So this is great if you want to add photos, for example, as part of your logbook, or maybe some other files that are linked to your that particular trip. If you're going to do this, you probably want to change the number of files that you can upload and the maximum file size as well. You can go further into Google Drive to change that if you need to. Once you've done that, you can have a little look at how your logbook will look when you come to use it. You can change the way it looks if you want by clicking on the icon there, and you can change all sorts of things like the color of the background or the header image or whatever you want. So you can personalize the logbook. So the next step is to copy the address for that logbook. So if you just click copy here, and then what I'd suggest you do at this point is create a folder, or open it up, and then save it in your favorites or in your bookmark bar or whatever you've got on your particular web browser. So the next step is to link the spreadsheet that's going to actually log your info. So the spreadsheet has been created for you. That was the folder that you copied earlier. So you just click on that and click select. And then we need to make a few little changes here. So if you go over to, in the first instance, if you rename it, so name it after the year. And then the next step is if you go to templates there, copy the top 3 lines and then paste them into the top here. Now, once you've pasted them, you're going to need to move that grey bar by dragging and dropping it so that all your logbook entries go in the right place. Enter the annual number of radon hours that you want, and obviously you can put your name in the top of the logbook there as well, where it says enter your name here. Again, it's worth renaming it just to pop your name in the entry of the logbook. Now you can do the same. You can copy a link here, and you can paste that into your website browser, and you can bookmark that so that you can find your logbook easily if you want to. Okay, once that's all done, then you can either open up your folder from Google Drive, or now that we've created shortcuts, you'll see the shortcuts appear on your web browser. So you want to open the form. That's how you're going to be entering your information. Then you can just enter a logbook entry for whatever trip that you've done. Once you click submit, then you can either edit your response, or you could submit another if you want. So we're going to pop another log entry in here. Just a note at this point where it says trip type, it's worth noting that the spreadsheet is set up that it'll only calculate the radon hours if it's got the word work in it. So that's quite important for your radon calculations. So if we want to have a look at that log, we can just click on the tab that we created earlier, and you can see it's logged all those entries in on a spreadsheet that you can either download or you can share with somebody else if you want.